Hey guys, this is BandoGuy4 bringing you another episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. In the previous part, we took on the Vermilion City gym, and in this part, we're going to be heading on to the next city. So, in order to leave Vermilion City at this point, you have to go through this house and come around to the back where we fought that Team Rocket Grunt previously to get TM28 back. Over here, you can't go that way until you get cut, which you will be getting probably in the next episode. You can also go up north to get back to Vermilion City once you have cut. Here on Route 5, the only new Pokemon you can find is Meowth, but I'm not going to pick one of those up right now. This is a Pokemon daycare where you can leave a Pokemon to have it trained up. It'll gain experience as you take steps, but I'm not going to use that either. If you're playing FireRed, you can trade a Nidoran male, or if you're playing Leaf Green, you can trade a Nidoran female for the Nidoran of the other gender. But I don't have that with me right now, so I can't be bothered with that. On the underground path there are a lot of hidden items, but to be honest I don't know where all of them are offhand, so I'll probably be picking up some of the more interesting ones at a later point. And I always keep on holding left and end up going back down the stairs at least once. The Pokemon here are the same as they were on the previous route, and the graphic here will indicate that. You can actually avoid all but one of the trainers on this route if you so desire. Eventually I'll go back and fight them, but for the moment I'm just going to move on to the city. This guy here is the one trainer that you have to fight, and he is named Picnicker Jeff. And he's going to lead off with the Spearow here, and of course I just switched Anton to the front, so he's not quite ready to take on a Pokemon that's super effective at a higher level, though I could probably manage to win anyway. I'd rather not chance it, so I'm just going to go ahead and send out Cathlon here and get hit by Fury attacks. How many times? 4. Let's say 4. Yeah, that's annoying, but I'm just going to use Gus and get that Spearow out of here. Right now I'm just going to be mostly switching with Anton to get a little bit of experience at least. Except for this Raticate. This Raticate I think I can probably... Actually, I know for a fact that I can take it out because I forgot to record the audio for this part and I'm post-commentating this. So, spoiler alert, this Raticate will be defeated by Anton alone, though it is going to be a very, very close battle. I'm just going to put him to sleep to give myself some free turns to hit him with Vine Whip here. And he's going to stay asleep for several turns. I think 3 turns total. And Vine Whip is doing not a whole lot of damage, but for being the equal level and him being an evolved Pokemon, that's not bad damage. So he wakes up and uses Tackle, which somehow does... I think that did even more than Quick Attack did, which doesn't make sense because Tackle's a weaker move. Or maybe it just looks like it did more because I ended up in the red afterwards. And then he uses Hyper Fang and I'm freaking out because I know how powerful it is. So I go down to 3 HP and I decide to heal up again. And he uses Tail Whip and I'm thinking, okay, I'll be fine. So I go ahead and attack after going into the bag accidentally. And he uses Quick Attack and I'm like, oh no, but I survived with 1 HP and managed to take down the Raticate, which is going to be enough to get Anton all the way up to level 17 already. But he's going to grow a lot more in this episode, so I can look forward to that. He's going to learn Poison Powder here. I decided to get rid of Wrap because Wrap is a really weak move, and Poison Powder will continue to do damage in a similar way to as Wrap will, except it'll continue on until they heal the poison, and I think poison damage is actually more than the Wrap damage as well. So with that, we are able to enter Vermilion City. And I'm actually going to show the Pokemon Center here because you can get a very, very, very helpful item in here. I talked to this girl next to the counter. She says, the urge to battle with someone you've tangled with before. Have you ever had that urge? I'm sure you have. I wanted to battle certain people again over and over too. So I've been giving these away. Please, take one, and she will give you the VS Seeker. Use that device and you'll find trainers looking for a rematch. You have to charge its battery to use it though. Then I just go ahead and heal up because Anton is at 1 HP and Cathlon took a couple hits as well. Or maybe it was just 1 hit. Yeah, it was 1 hit. Anyway, So I'm going to go ahead and show you how the VS Seeker works. You can go into your bag and you can register any key item to select to use it, and I'm going to go ahead and register the VS Seeker for now. And if I try to use it, it says the battery isn't charged and I need to take 79 steps to fully charge it. So I'm just running around like a crazy person for a little bit trying to get those 79 steps. And once more down and up, and I think it's probably charged, and I need one more step, so I just take a couple. And you can see when I use it, the trainer I haven't battled yet has an exclamation point over their head, and you can rebattle just about any trainer, but that guy on the bottom wasn't ready to battle me again yet, which is why the X showed up. This is the fishing guru's house. I'm the fishing guru, and he's going to give you if you say that you like to fish, at least, he will give you an old rod. And I told you about the guy at Mount Moon selling the Magikarp, and that eventually you would be able to find more Magikarp than you can handle. That's because when using the old rod, the only thing you can possibly find is Magikarp. So if you're going to be using the old rod, just be ready to fight lots and lots of Magikarp. But they're pretty easy to catch, but I don't bother with that now. This is the Pokemon Fanclub, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to the distinguished gentleman in the back, who must be the president. I chair the Pokemon Fanclub. I raise more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon, I surely am. So, did you come visit to hear about my Pokemon? Sure, old man. Good, then listen up. My favorite Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning. Kindly, love it. Hug it when yeah, keep that to yourself, dude. That's really, really creepy. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Yes, you did. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. And he gives you a bike voucher, which he tells you you can redeem it for a free bike in Vermilion City. And his Firo will fly him anywhere he wants to go, so he doesn't need a bicycle of his own. I'd like to get that fly thing going. So there's one more point of interest that I wanted to point out in Vermilion City, and this is not the house, but I went in here anyway. That girl wants to exchange mail with people, and this guy wants his Pidgey to fly a letter to Saffron City, which is north of here. This is actually the house that I wanted to show off. If you've caught a Spearow, you can trade this girl for a Farfetch'd, which is the only Farfetch'd in the game. I didn't have my Spearow with me, so I didn't bother to do the trade. But Farfetch'd learns some pretty decent moves, but it lacks the stats to use them properly. So in here you can see the super potions, which are the only thing I haven't really shown in a Pokemart. All the other stuff is still little basic things. No better Pokeballs, no better repels. Over here is where I'll be going in the next episode, Diglett's Cave. That takes you back to the areas that you can't get once you hop off of the ledges at Mount Moon. But for the rest of this part, I'm going to be on the SS Anne, and you can just flash your ticket and get on. Apparently they don't have as high security standards as we do in the real world, in the Pokemon world. So, good for them. And this guy will say, the passengers are restless from long voyages. You might be challenged by the more bored ones. And that is one of the trainers that will challenge you. But before that, I'm going to show you that while you're on the SS Anne, at any given point you can heal in this room. You can just say that you're going to take a rest. So that's how you can heal during this. And now I'm going to speed up the rest of the video as I fight all these trainers, because there are a lot of them. So, without further ado, here we go.
Alright, and that's all for this episode. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, feel free to comment, and if you like my videos so far, subscribe because there's more on the way. This has been Bad Guy 4, and in the next part we'll be finishing up the SSN and continuing on from there. So, I will see you guys then.